As you may have heard, the massive Big Beautiful Bill has been passed. It extends 2017's tax cuts, supercharges defense and border security spending, and rewrites the rules on clean energy incentives. Now, every car buyer, whether you're dreaming of a silent EV or a roaring V8, has to sit up and pay attention. I'm going to break it down in plain English so that even your kids will understand. We'll cover the EV tax credit and the strict rules behind it, how you can deduct up to $10,000 in loan interest on your next ride, why Washington's bigger deficits could make your auto loan pricier. No confusing tax jargon, just clear numbers, real examples, and a few surprises along the way. By the end, you'll know exactly what hits your wallet when you sign on that dotted line. 1. Electric Vehicle Tax Credit. The clock is ticking. Since 2010, the federal government has dangled a $7,500 credit to help EVs break through price barriers, and even $4,000 on qualifying used models. It worked like a golden ticket. Buy a new Tesla or Chevy Bolt, file your taxes, and watch Uncle Sam pay almost a quarter of your bill. But here's the kicker. If you buy on or after September 30th, 2025, that $7,500 credit vanishes. And the $4,000 for used EVs disappears too. Poof. And don't forget, not every electric car even qualified before. To earn that credit, a vehicle must have a battery of a minimum size, be assembled in North America, source key minerals and battery components under strict rules, come from a manufacturer that hasn't already sold 200,000 qualifying EVs in the US. Companies like Tesla and GM have already hit that 200,000 car cap, so their credit is phasing out faster. Long before September 2025. Imagine this. You've got your heart set on a $45,000 EV. Buy it on September 29, 2025, and your net cost could be just $37,500. Wait until the next day, and you suddenly owe the full $45,000. That's a jaw-dropping $7,500 swing in a single blink. Take a breath, because here's where it gets even more interesting. 2. The new $10,000 auto loan interest deduction. Starting in 2025, the law lets you deduct up to $10,000 of interest on your car loan each year through 2028, whether you drive an EV or a gas-powered beast. This is an above-the-line deduction, so you get it even if you take the standard deduction on your taxes. No itemizing required, unlike home loan interest. Who qualifies? New passenger vehicles, cars, SUVs, light trucks, even motorcycles. Must be assembled in the US, so domestic models and many imports count. Strictly for personal use, no fleet purchases, no commercial leases, and no used cars. Income caps apply. Full $10,000 if your MAGI, also known as Modified Adjusted Gross Income, is under $100,000, single filing, or $200,000, joint filing. The benefit slowly fades out above those levels and disappears at $150,000, single, or $250,000, joint. Let's run the EV example one more time. You finance a $40,000 EV at 4% APR over 5 years. Year 1 interest is about $1,700. That $1,700 deduction could save you roughly $375 if you're in the 22% bracket, and you get that boost again in years 2, 3, 4, and 5 until you hit the $10,000 cap each year. Gas car fans, don't feel left out. Finance a $35,000 pickup at 5% APR, pay about $1,500 in interest the first year, and you could trim around $330 off your tax bill. Repeat annually through 2028. 3. Watch out! Interest rates could climb. Here's the twist that no dealership will shout out. The CBO warns this bill could add $3.4 trillion to the debt over 10 years. To cover that, the Treasury must sell more bonds, driving up demand for credit and nudging interest rates higher. When the Fed senses inflation risks, it raises its benchmark rate, and banks then jack up auto loan APRs. It's not a direct rule in the bill, but it's how big deficits ripple through your monthly payment. Even a 1 percentage point bump on a $30,000 5-year loan adds nearly $900 more in interest over the life of the loan. That extra cost can eat into your deduction savings, so the earlier you lock in a low rate, the better. Remember, interest rates could climb, meaning it may climb or it may not climb. I can't read the future. But it's better you are aware of the possibilities. Quick recap. EV buyers, snag the $7,500 credit only on purchases before September 30th, 2025, and make sure your ride meets battery, assembly, and manufacturer caps. All buyers, deduct up to $10,000 of your car loan interest per year on new, U.S.-assembled personal vehicles bought between 2025 and 2028. Rate risk. Bigger deficits could does not mean will, it's just a possibility, push APRs up, so shop for the best financing deal now. Pro tips in turbo mode. Buy that EV by September 30th, 2025 to lock in the full $7,500 credit under today's rules. Pick a U.S.-assembled model that unlocks the full $10,000 interest deduction. Lock in your APR now before market rates climb. Every 0.1% saved is real cash in your pocket. Run the numbers with your loan estimate and tax bracket info to see your exact savings. A little homework now could mean thousands of dollars saved down the road. That's the plain English, no-fluff guide to how the Big Beautiful Bill reshapes car buying for both EV and gas lovers. If this pumped you up, consider leaving a like and comment below your questions if you have any. Maybe we can all help each other out in the comments section. Please feel free to fact-check me too. This information should be largely accurate, but please check yourself with reliable sources. Talk with your accountant or someone else who is knowledgeable for the more specific details. If I did make a mistake, please let everyone know in the comments, and I do apologize for it. Thank you. Until next time.